You're watching BBN Gameday, presented by Central Bank.
Welcome back into BBN Gameday. Well, picks were aplenty. Hallelujah. When the UK defense took the field last Saturday night.
So can the Cats come close to matching that effort against the Vols today? This week I talked to the man in charge of the Safeties, Frank Buffano. Well, first of all, Coach, it's Tennessee week, and there's nothing better / nothing worse than that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's always an exciting week when you got Tennessee. It's a state rivalry, and, you know, we're excited about it, and, you know, we're going to be ready to play.
Defensively, you're coming off a historic game. One of the best defensive performances we've ever seen from a Kentucky football team. Talk about how your guys especially impacted that. Guys like Yusuf Corker and Devontae Robinson.
Yeah, you know what? We just, you know, it's a work in progress every week. We're just trying to get better. We're trying to do our job, you know, and then that's what Coach talks about. Don't try and do too much. Do your job. Trust in your teammate, the guy next to you, that he's going to do his job. And when you can collectively get all 11 doing that, then you can have some success, you know, and that's what we continue to preach and you know, play fundamental football, and things will go fine.
How glad are you to have Devontae back this year?
Oh, I'm glad to have Devontae. I'm glad to have all the guys. I mean, you know, it's an SEC schedule. It's like an NFL schedule. You know, there's no breathers. Every week, all guys on deck. I mean, all hands, everybody. You've got to be ready to play. And it's great to have him back in the room. You know, Yusuf Corker, Ty Agin, Quandre Mosley. You know, some of the young guys are coming up, Vito Tisdale, Joel Williams, Jalen Geiger. Very exciting.
So tell me about Vito. I know he's one of the true freshmen that we were all kind of looking forward to seeing play. He's seen some action on the field. Talk about the future for Vito.
I think the future's bright for Vito, and like I said, all those young freshmen that came in this year. You know, he's just a very energetic young man. I mean, he's out there playing football. He loves the game, enjoys it. You know, obviously there's a little bit of a learning curve, and we're working through that right now. You know, just the defensive terminology, the philosophy behind what we do and why we do it, you know, and just continuing to educate him, coach him along with all the other ones to get caught up. You know, there is a learning curve from high school to college, and I think he's kind of seeing that. And like I said, we're continuing to coach him up and teach him in the meeting rooms and out on the field.
If you were to put together the offensive performance from Ole Miss and the defensive performance from Mississippi State, how many teams are actually better in the country than Kentucky is right now?
Not many. Not many at all, in my opinion.
I mean, that's a pretty good thing, right? And if we can get both of those working together.
Yeah, and that's the goal every week. I mean, you know, offense, defense, and special teams. I mean, if you can get all those three areas come together and everybody just, once again, do their job, whether it's all 11 on offense, all 11 on defense, all 11 in the kicking game and return game, then it will be pretty hard to stop.
I know you guys can only control what you can control, but we've had at least one game that's been postponed for this weekend. Now, Nick Saban has turned up positive for the coronavirus. Do you have any trepidation about what's going to happen the rest of the season?
No, I don't. You know, it's kind of eye-opening. You know, that when these things happen, you know, you first saw it, that I noticed it was in the NFL, seeing some of those games getting postponed, and then you know, obviously it hit here at home. I mean, I think Missouri's postponed, LSU, Florida's postponed. I believe Alabama's still going to play. I believe so. But yeah, you know, we try and control what we control, and that's educating our guys, our own selves. You know, you got to wear your mask, stay social distance. You know, and then hope these testing protocols that we're doing 3 times a week are effective and accurate.
Up next on BBN Gameday, we're taking a look back at the history of the Kentucky-Tennessee football rivalry.
Yeah, you might not want to see all of it. Eli Gaines going to take us through the biggest and some of the best moments right after this.